To welcome you all to the beautiful surroundings here at Upton Barn on this very special day for Harry and Katelyn as they celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts. This place has been duly sanctioned according to the law of this country for the celebration of marriages. One of the ancient traditions of the marriage ceremony is the giving away of the bride. In modern times, this part of the ceremony is seen as a sign of continued support for the couple from their families. So could I ask, Enda, who gives this woman in marriage today?
I do.
And are you happy to give Katelyn in marriage to Harry, whom she has chosen?
Very.
Excellent. Take that. That's it. Please all be seated. Requires that you fully identify yourself. So Harry, could you please confirm your full name?
Harry Joseph Dutton.
And Katelyn?
Katelyn Mary Linda.
Perfect. We do have the correct couple. We may continue the ceremony. So it's good news.
Gravitation cannot be held responsible for people falling in love. How on earth can you explain, in terms of chemistry and physics, so important a biological phenomenon as first love? Put your hand on the stove for a minute and it seems like an hour. Sit with that special girl for an hour and it seems like a minute. That's relativity.
Katelyn agus Harry. Go nairi an bóthar le, go raibh mo gaí go brá ar do cúl. Go lonraí an gríon gote ar do aia. Go duite an bháiste go bhíon ar do forcanna. Agus go bhfuil mís le chéile a réis baisibh in our swinche.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warmly upon you. The rains fall softly upon your fields. And until we meet again, may life hold gently in its arms.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Katelyn Mary Enda,
why I, Katelyn Mary Enda,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Harry Joseph Fox.
to Harry Joseph Fox.
Take thee, Katelyn,
To take thee, Katelyn,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
You, Mr. and Mrs. Yenna.
To my friends in New York, I say hello. My friends in LA, they don't know where I've been for the past few years or so. Paris to China to Colorado. Sometimes there's airplanes I can't jump out. Sometimes it's bullshit that don't work. So please tell me what there's to complain about. When you're happy like a fool, let it take you home. When everything is out, you gotta take it in. This is gonna be the good life. This is gonna be the good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is on fire tonight. This could really be a good life, a good, good life. Good, good life. Hopelessly, I feel like there might be something that I'll miss. Hopelessly, I feel like the wind blows is so
I'm probably not going to see that.
we have so much to feel good about. Oh, this is gotta be the good life. This is gotta be the good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is on fire tonight.
It looks like you're going to buy a drink. Put your
Everyone
hand
at
in
this
your pocket
camera for me, please.
No, not me to do it.
3, 2, 1.
Good, good life, good life. Listen, to my friends in New York, say hello. My friends in LA, they don't know where I've been for the past few years or so. Paris like this to complain about.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? I'm not sure who David English wants to come on the microphone with people in public, so that's not really okay. I want to do a big introduction to very special people, two of my best friends in the world. Before they come in, just a bit of admin, boringly I know. Please get everyone untie their napkins with your name tags. Please keep me upstanding as well. And to be aware, when the newlyweds do walk in, they're going to come in and they're going to cut the cake straight away. As with our engagement, they're doing everything differently. But it is my absolute greatest honour to introduce two fantastic people. The new Mr. and Mrs. Vimna.
Enda, Katelyn's dad. So that makes me follow the bride, and then that makes this the follow the bride's speech. So now there's 45 minutes for speeches, there are 5 speeches, that means 9 minutes per speech, which means I'm going to speak really fast. Then I'm going to also run over time, and I intend to, only by intent. So first I'm going to move over here because I wrote my speech. This is the third speech on version 3. So version 1 I wrote over about 3 weeks, and it's not very good. So then I thought, there's too much me, and what I thought it was, and it's following the bride's speech. So I said, this isn't very good, and I'm going to have to change it. So I thought, well, what's missing is, I was thinking of nappies, bums, babies, stories, school, puke, everything. And I realised that what's missing is another voice. So that's why I'm standing here behind the ring, because I thought, like, I'd rather do a parents' bride speech. And so I just thought, so we had a chat, and we said, look, let's have to think about, well, what do we want to say in 24 minutes? So I thought, well, look, we'll get our heads together and we'll try to just nail the details. And the one thing I didn't want to do was I didn't want to run through a catalogue of characteristics and positive characteristics for Katelyn and Harry. No, because people in this room know them already. You're all friends, you're colleagues, you're related, your brothers, sisters, everything. You already know all these people, so I can list them out, we know them. But I wanted to talk about more, a little bit about how we feel about it, that the family feel, or about this thing. So we tried to just compress it, make it work. And so it was very good, it was very good, and we just thought, okay, let's get our heads together. And we sort of compressed it into 3 chapters of the speech. So it's called Katelyn, and then there's Harry, and there's a bit in the middle, which is Katelyn meeting Harry and vice versa, right? Which is a funny anecdote that I'm going to put in the middle. But then it all in pear-shaped this morning, because speech number 3, the card. The Lorraine doesn't see this, but this is the card that we couldn't find this morning for Katelyn. So this is essentially a love letter from the family to Katelyn. But that's what it actually is. And I saw it, I teared up this morning and had a read of it. But it's each of the family members have written to you in this card. That's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful thing, Katelyn. And then I said, speech is no good anymore now. I'm going to have to do another speech. So I changed the speech again because I said now there's only 2 voices in it. I wanted all the voices in it. So I said, well, really what we need is we need Enda, Lorraine, David, and that is what's in the speech. So now it's a family of the bride speech. It's going to take 4 and 5 minutes. It's going to be quite short. It will be short because we're going to have to paraphrase. And the thing is, everything's in here anyway. So I'll give it to Katelyn and Harry. They'll keep this forever. And you only need to know the broader details of what's written here, right? But what I did want to do is I have to go back to my social media thing there, because that's my phone or habit. So that's. There's no shade. So, right. So there's 5 speeches in there, Katelyn, in a sense. And I felt that I'll combine them together and not do one. Right? So I'm kind of running over time already, so I'm going to be talking faster. So we start with Katelyn. So Katelyn, we're meant okay, so one person said, I love you more than words can say, and thankfully, because we've only 5 minutes to say it all, but the emotion and the stuff in here, I think the individual words are private, right? But the stuff that's in here it's moving. So, what should I find? Proud of both of you, love you more than words could say. Here's the performance, right? So I've always looked up to you. Love, patience, strength in the relationship with Harry, inspiration, your amazing mentor, incredibly grateful from someone. These are lovely words. So I said, that's what my speech is on. So you've always looked out for me, guided me, set example. Right, so amazing. So this will be lovely. You treasure this. So for Harry, this is to you. I would always feel safe to talk to you, about anything. Harry, you're an absolute top man. Wouldn't have anyone else for my sister. So these, from the heart. So the rest is mine. But so there's a lot of warmth there, a lot of love, respect for both of you. I think that's fantastic. After our speech, it's excellent because we're fine. So, do you want to change tack small bit then? So, I want to be a little bit philosophical for a second. So, there was a time in my life where I did not know how it was. It didn't exist in the universe. Right? Just didn't exist. No, I'm going to reverse up a small step, right? And I think because there's one thread I wanted to put through this speech, and that's about Katelyn herself. Right? So Katelyn's here today because of Katelyn. And we've helped, our family have helped, we've all contributed to Katelyn personally. But everything today is because Katelyn set her own path in life, made her own decisions. As a young person, she decided to go to the UK and follow her dream and train to do her dream job, and it was an exceptionally brave move to just go and do that and to move to Coventry on her own, very independently. And then I'm going to just give a shout out to someone down there. I went over after a few weeks because I was quite nervous about being there, and Ellen showed up with Ash. Give us a wave, Ash. So Ash is there, and then I said she wasn't on her own, she wasn't alone, so that's fantastically done. So look where we are today, right? So we're back with this. So she's been fantastic, she made her own decisions, and she's made very good decisions. She did her choice of career. I would have said, oh, God, no, that's not the answer. I would, and she didn't listen to me, and she was dead right. You know, not that I suggested any other ones, because I wasn't really that much of it. Go engineers. But no, so, and she's absolutely right. She picked the career she loves. She's excelling and exceptional at it. We're very, very proud of her to do that job. And from the moments after she'd done the course coming home to Ireland, she was gushing about the job. Right? She was absolutely gushing about OT. So it's absolutely, so it's like go OTs. So probably to speed things up a bit, because we'll get killed, is Katelyn makes great decisions. She's very good at making decisions, but the best decision she's made. She makes exceptionally good decisions. So I would say, Katelyn, is you trust your gut. You know you know what you're doing, and keep doing it. And like now there's two of you. I'll get to him in a minute. So I have to jump now to my crutch, social media, because, as I said, there was a time when I did not know Harry Potter exists in the universe. And then there's a moment when you do know he exists, and the change, the difference is amazing. Because like, now we're here. Right? So there's a time when there was nothing, and now there's suddenly, look where we are today. And she's sitting down there from college, and then she meets this fella, and now we're here, and now we're doing all this. Right? So, but I went looking to see when was the moment I first heard Harry Potter exists in the universe. And now I have to go to my photos. A set of texts. Right? So context, quick context in all of this is, Kate was in Coventry College, so I was getting the train up and down through the UK, going from London to Manchester, back down, up and down. And what we would do is I would stop in Coventry. We'd stop for food, or we'd have drinks, or we'd go somewhere and do something. So one time we talked about it the other night, there, we went out, we had burgers or something like that, and it was a bit of a treat. And then I thought, oh, this works. So I used to keep staying and stopping off, so I'd stop in the hotel. And at one time, Kiva was there. If you remember, we went to Leamington or something, we did the same thing. So that was it. But then, so that was the pattern. And then most of the time I would meet Katelyn on her own, and we might just go for something. And then, then I got, now to get these in order. And we go to Las Iguanas, that's what we mean. So, Coventry. So it started with, and there's one I told you, there's one text I can't read. I'm not even okay, so it was, that's not the start. So yep, that's me. Yep, I'm on the train near Birmingham. I'm in the Ramada again. And then cool, 7:30, Las Iguanas. Yeah, perfect. Do you actually want to go at 7? And I said, yeah, I'll make it close to that. Yup, cool. Right. Then it went to, there was something I can't see, and it was deaf not. And then it's been silence, and then I got, hey, can I bring my friend to dinner on Monday? So I was like, well, he's not Dan a friend, but not quite a boyfriend. It's really nice, I think. You like it. Okay. And then was on quiet on the train. And then I got a correction. He's more than a friend. Wow, here we go. And then I went back through the social media, started looking at photographs. And then I could see this. There was these parties in your house, right? But there was this face all the time. No one to see him. And then yeah, sure, of course, pick a nice place, great thanks. Las Iguanas is always a good shoot. And I said, yeah, great, I like cocktails. Grand, working at the 6, I'm free. And then I got the clean shirt, it was kind of new. It said, thank you, to an extent, please be nice and friendly and chatty, even though I know you will be. So and then we met and we had a lovely meal and we had a chat. I met Harry and we had food and we chatted, we talked about bicycles in London and different things like that. And then I got a text 2316, that's like my daughter's going to bed. Thanks a million for tonight. What did you think of it? I knew that. And then I was asleep. So in the morning, 8:02, Katelyn got up and said, he's a lovely fella, Katelyn, but he beat me in the half marathon, so you have to go. Ha. And then I said, good luck with the interview today or tomorrow, which was our interview for Leicester, which she obviously nailed again, and then they moved to Leicester and stuff like that. So that was the little sort of moment when the universe split into possible futures, and now we're standing in this future is when I met Katelyn and Harry together as a couple, and yeah, that's what brings us here today. So, so after that story, to draw this to a close, I want to talk very quickly about Harry. Right? So I'm in a unique position because, well, we're both in unique positions because I got a chance to meet. I have an opportunity to know Harry exceptionally well. How he operates, how he thinks, how he operates. But so do the Butts, because Katelyn, if you don't know, lived in the Butts during COVID for a very long period of time. So you know Katelyn as well as I know Harry. And bottom line is we both know each other's children as well as we do. There's a moment's hesitation in either side of us about who's appropriate for who. But what I wanted to say was that, I want to speak about Harry for a second. There's lovely stuff in there about you, Harry, which you can read yourself, and then probably to shorten this again in an attempt to the maturity you show, the reliability, the consistency, your ability for empathy, your cleverness. I know that Katelyn's fallen in love with you. You know, you're absolutely top bloke. So. I suppose we did say this, and I want to kind of come back to you. We did say between us that since we met him, we didn't have absolutely moment's hesitation from the moment we met you. Said absolutely top bloke, and we wouldn't change. And I'm going to say it to the family out there, all the kids and stuff, said exactly the same thing. So I suppose to try and draw a line under it and be fair to everyone else, the rest of the speech, I'm going to stop talking and say, look, I suppose I should do a toast or something, but like, you're perfect together. We love the way you are, we love the way you behave together, and you operate as a unit. It's absolutely fantastic. You can see how you both love each other. Everyone else in the room can see it as well, so I don't have to over-explain it, so you won't. But I think everyone can see the same thing. I see it, everyone sees. So I guess I should maybe stop talking and say, look, let's have a toast to Katelyn and Harry. Wish them all the very best in the future.
And the company. So, my speech, I've written it literally word for word because I get quite emotional and I know I might struggle to say the things that are important for me to say today. Not appropriate. Right, so today marks the start of our marriage. And this will be a marriage that I have complete conviction will be as strong and beautiful as my wife. But before I talk about us, I want to thank everyone that's helped make today possible. Katelyn and I are genuinely so grateful for everyone that has contributed their time and money towards this wedding. We're genuinely so thankful for everyone. And thank you as well to everyone in this room today. All of you here are so important to us and our lives, and we can't thank you enough for being here today. You all mean the world to us, and you're all incredible people, so thank you. So, my groomsmen. I have Rick, Jake, Adam, Tom, my best man. Firstly, thank you for organising perhaps the greatest stag of all time. The stories and memories from that trip will last a lifetime, especially for the Spanish fishermen. Secondly, I just want to say thank you for being my mates. You are all so kind, considerate and supportive, and I feel so grateful to have you as groomsmen by my side today and friends by my side for life. And these qualities in my groomsmen are mirrored with Katelyn's bridesmaids. Keela, Ash, Lucy and Alan, each of you bring so much love and laughter to Katelyn's life. Not only are you the source of so much of our happiness, you are truly confident, beautiful and empowered women inside and out. I also want to thank my siblings. They are, and always have been, my ultimate role models. Your experiences have helped me become the best version of myself. Throughout our lives, your adventure and ambition have guided me and inspired me to push more. So thank you. And that guidance started with Mum and Dad. You're both a testament to hard work, loyalty and parenting. All my life, I felt your unwavering support. No matter the precedent or the outcome, you've done everything in your power to help me. You've nurtured me and taught me, and I appreciate that so much. My new parents-in-law and siblings-in-laws. Thank you for making me feel so welcome. I know having an Englishman around has not always been easy. But your warmth and humour have made Ireland feel like a second home to me, and I truly feel blessed to call you my second family. Okay. Since the day we met, as many people in this room can vouch for, I've been totally obsessed with you. Your smile and energy, your mind and body, everything about you. You are perfect. Everything about you is perfect. I would not change anything. So I just want to say, thank you for always being there for me. You've supported me through some of the toughest times of my life. And I appreciate it so much. I genuinely think sometimes I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. So, yeah, growing with you over the last 8 years has been a privilege. From graduates finding our place in society, to travelling the world and discovering our purpose in it, every single minute I've spent with you has been a privilege, and I've loved every second of it, so thank you. So, to the future. With everything that we've achieved together, I truly believe no challenge is too big for us to overcome. Katelyn, my wife. My bride. A life with you is the only life I want. A life that's filled with the love of the family that hopefully we'll build. Oh, this is going to be a good life. Thank you.
Enda and my mum and dad. So without your crazy decisions to have all the children that you did, we wouldn't be here today. Especially my mum and dad. So they had Alice, who was perfect. Tom, who was also perfect. Me, I was not so perfect. And then they still decided to have Harry. I am so thankful that you did make that decision, because it meant that my childhood and my adult life has been an absolute pleasure. Okay, so I'm going to start first by sharing some memories of what it was like growing up in the Buck clan. And we basically got away with whatever we wanted, as long as we did it quietly, looked after each other, and most importantly, did not get each other killed. So Harry, my annoying little brother, was very difficult to kill. But that made him a perfect test subject. So we would always make him go down the homemade zip line first, or climb the trees to test that they were stable enough for the rest of us. Or personally, my favourite, you were always the test subject for my homemade mud pies, to see if they needed a little bit more mud. So thank you. So thinking back about our childhood, potentially it was us older siblings that were to blame for Harry's crash-dummy lifestyle. Even when we weren't trying to push him into things, he still did a pretty good job at endangering himself. Whether that's flesh wounds, or bike crashes, or car bumps, or by himself. So well done for still being here today. From a very young age, Harry has had a very strong moral sense of duty. I'm going to share an example. So one time coming home from school, he found evidence that his own mother, Jackie, was a drug dealer. And he decided to take it upon himself to report it to the authorities, taking down his very own mother, thinking, crime does not pay mum. So the next day, he goes into school and shows the evidence to his school teacher. Thankfully, for mum, the teacher saw it for what it really was, and that a customer receipt from Superdrug does not mean that his mum is a super drug dealer. Duty did change when he realised that crime does in fact pay. There's an example of this where we were all in the sitting room and Harry comes in and says to us, I'm going to go to the sweetie shop. And the sweetie shop is the local corner shop where we spend all of our pocket money. Harry is always the first one to spend all of his money that he gets. So we were all puzzled as to how he had got the financial backing to go to the sweetie shop. So we inquired with what money, and that is when the grin of the evil mastermind appears on his little face And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 4 very badly photocopied £5 notes. Sellotape them all around it. Harry, you were the fun, lovable, slightly naive one of the family. But you made my childhood full, absolutely full with laughter and joy, a few tears and fights. But when I look back at all the memories that I could have shared with you today, you honestly made my childhood the best that it could have been. So thank you. So, we all grew up, except Harry, who remained a 4-foot-high, skinny, pregnant young boy until the age of 18 when he went to uni. And as you might know, Harry has this relentless determination and focus when he turns his mind to anything. And this was turbocharged at university. So during this time, Harry was determined to look like Mr. Incredible, to beat everyone in his studies, to start his own business, and also to remain single. And this, of course, is where he met the wonderful Katelyn. Katelyn, you are one of the purest, silliest, and most fun but caring things that I know. I'm not going to say all the things. You are also a little bit stubborn. But you fit in great. Family. And I honestly need to say, look at her today, doesn't she look incredible? So I still remember the very first message that I received from Harry about Katelyn. And I knew that she was different from the fact that she didn't comment first. You didn't comment first on how she looked. Instead, a different feature he commented on first, and that was her voice. Yeah. So he didn't liken it to the normal things that you would liken something that sounds nice, like an angel or a nice tune. No, instead he likened it to golden syrup. When I look at your relationship, I am absolutely blown away by the maturity and the confidence that you have with each other. And I was thinking about what really makes you two you, and when I was reflecting on it, it's the fact that you actually listen to each other, which is so rare in a relationship. It's not about families and others. So you listen to each other and you really reflect on yourself and how you can impact and how you can support the other person. And I think it's an incredibly rare trait, and it's just a pleasure to see and to be part of. You also have a lot of patience for each other, whether that's Katelyn's patience for Harry's new fixation in life. This happens quite a lot, they change all the time. One of Harry's most recent fixations was that he didn't want to eat any more processed food. All sounds great, except Katelyn is the one that does the cooking. So Katelyn had to slave away every week, making everything from scratch, not meeting up with friends because she had to make sure that Harry didn't eat any processed food. But it goes the other way. Whether it's Harry's patience for Katelyn's fanatic love of Christmas, hence the winter wedding, or in a world where Harry likes order, silence, and calm, his patience with Katelyn's, shall we say, clumsy mannerisms, especially whilst unloading the dishwasher. Anyway, I'll bring this to a close. Weddings are all about love and gratitude, and I know that Harry, you are incredibly grateful to Katelyn for her care and the fact that she empowered you to truly be who you are. Katelyn, I know you are grateful to Harry for the support and challenging you to be the best that you can be. And I am very grateful to Katelyn for taking my fun, annoying, but pure-spirited little brother off my hands. Good luck keeping him alive. To Harry and Katelyn.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Wow, I'm sure you will agree some lovely speeches today. I'm crying, of course. I'm going to try not to cry for this one. So, my name is Elliw, or you may know me as Ash. Yeah. Okay, we're going to say my name in university, so you can call me Ash today. I'm Katelyn's friend and one of her bridesmaids today. And I'm sure we can all agree that it's a pleasure to be here on this joyous occasion to celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. Mimna. Now, sometimes in life, fate will guide you to a special someone, and that someone will change your life forever. These are two people that simply can't do life without each other, and they're certainly true about Katelyn and me. So we met in College University over 10 years ago. Anyone recall? Yeah? Famous, yeah? For our sins. So we were country bumpkins living it up in a big city for the first time. And back in the day, both me and Katelyn had misses and losses. And we were often mistaken for sisters, which I'm sure you will agree, Katelyn, we loved. We would frequently, capture an innocent individual in the smoker's corner, not that we smoke. And we'd tell a long, elaborate tale of, two lost sisters, one that was shipped off to Ireland, and one that was shipped off to Wales, that were magically rejoined in Coventry. But often it did feel like that. We bonded over our shared Celtic blood, and we came as a pair from the very first day that we met. You couldn't see it, it's okay. So, actually, I have to say, my parents love Katelyn, because when we first met, I was technically homeless. And Katelyn let me sleep on her bedroom floor, so thank you for that one, Katelyn. I'll get you a drink later. Now, Katelyn has always been very, very friendly. I'm sure we all in this room have experienced her fun nature and zest for life. This is true because Katelyn made friends with all of the bosses and DJs in Coventry. She had a way of pushing the boundaries, and I genuinely don't think there was a JJ's Tuesdays where she was up behind the booth with the DJ eliminator. And I have to say, this is also true on her nights. Yeah. So, all habits, So, I have to say, I'm quite shocked that I'm standing here today, because I remember a certain someone telling us that she would never get with an English boy. And also, that English boys don't know how to kiss. So well done, Harriet. All of this did change when Katelyn met the lovely Harry. I remember her telling us about the boy that picked her up from the train station and how he gave her a teddy bear, which you all thought was very, very romantic. The picture of Katelyn and Harry kissing in the nightclub with Katelyn's iconic red lipstick smeared all over Harry's face became infamous in our student house. I'm sure we can all agree that Katelyn looks absolutely beautiful today. And I had the pleasure of getting ready with her this morning. And it made me reflect back on all the times that we've gotten ready together in the past. Getting ready together in Singer Hall, our first student gigs, where we would scream for everyone at the top of our voices. And the poor security guard had to come up and tell us to be quiet, we were making such a racket. Or when Katelyn, for some reason, was absolutely convinced that the Sainsbury's value vodka was key to avoiding hangovers. So we had to make a big trip across town to get this very specific vodka for Katelyn not to be hungover in the morning. Or getting ready together in Ibiza. Yeah, we were both 19 and so skint. I remember us having to buy lager from the shop to drink on the beach next to Catamambo because we couldn't afford the drinks then. Or when we had to climb a wall and look over the fence to look into Ocean Beach because we couldn't afford an admission ticket. But we got the vibes. We got the vibes. Getting ready for our St. Michael's Road house parties, where the smell of cocoa brown fig tan would fill our house, and you knew that Katelyn was going out. But out of all of these special memories that we shared, Katelyn, this morning has been my favourite. Getting ready to marry the love of your life has been the biggest pleasure. I know that Harry is going to lift you up, care for you, and remind you every day of how special you are. And if he doesn't, and I will. So when Katelyn asked me a couple of weeks ago to speak today, I was really nervous. I thought maybe that writing a speech would be difficult, but it was easy. And I think that's because Katelyn is easy to know and easy to love. Being by your side for the past 10 years has been one of the biggest blessings of my life. And I can't wait to see you step forward into this big, beautiful adventure with Harry by your side. So can I ask you to raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Bruna?
I'm not sure I'm going to get to all of them because some people have been taking liberties with their time allocation. So I'm not going to get into that. So 1, 5. I do have some props. So I've actually got a tin of Lyle's golden syrup. Nice and greasy to bring up actually. And Harry used it as an analogy for Katelyn's voice, but I think it's quite good to turn it back on Harry and maybe liken him to some of the properties of golden syrup. We'll see how this goes. So hopefully all of you know what golden syrup is. It's a pretty reliable, dependable product. But most of your grandparents and parents will probably have this in the cupboard, and I think that matches Harry extremely well. He is one of the most reliable and dependable people I know. Like, he doesn't always shout about it, but he'll always be there, he'll listen to you. You can always go and speak to him about whatever you want, and it's such a strong trait to have in a man, especially. Like, we aren't that open, but he will happily talk through whatever problems on your mind and support you through that. So, funny, but golden syrup. Harry, do you want to try and open it? Yeah. Please. Part of the gag, really. If you've ever tried to open it in a golden syrup without using the lovely cutlery on the table, because you'll scratch it, it's actually really hard to open. And that's very similar to Harry himself. He's he has a pretty tough exterior, right? He doesn't like to show emotion. He didn't cry today at all. First time I've seen him cry, I think, in about 20 years. Last time probably him. But once you do open him up, you know, he's a very sweet and charming man. And well done, Katelyn, for actually getting through that tough exterior and getting to the good stuff inside. The other thing about golden syrup is when you do open up, you realise it's quite thick. Harry may have been slightly academically challenged when he was younger. It wasn't through hard work and perseverance that he ended up being the only butt with a master's. Master's degree? No, just normal degree. I have a master's. I was going to say something really nice about it, but I'm winging it. This is just pick up my notes. So. He's the only butt to have got an engineering degree. Like, none of the rest of us have gone that far. None of us set up our own company. Like, we just pretty much have boring jobs. You know, I'm a geologist, Alison is a geologist. She's quite good, you know, I don't really know, but she does a good job. Harry, however, is exceeding all of our expectations and outperforming
respect. He's probably one of the most driven out of all of us. Like, he really wants to perform, really do well, and that's a great trait to have. Like, that desire and application is wonderful. So, I think I should probably start to wrap up because I'll get emotional and then you'll all start crying. We don't want that. So I've got another prop, actually. So, like Harry, golden syrup has had a bit of a glow up recently. They actually have a little squeezy bottle now. Not as thick either. So yeah, if you knew Harry when he was younger, you would have known that he was a scrawny, at least he summed up nicely, scrawny, freckly little kid. He was lanky, very thin, and he wouldn't have stood much luck with Katelyn if he still was like that. I mean, he's punchy, isn't he? So even now, so keep him steady, Harry. But look at him now, he's chiseled, wonderfully good looking man. Outdone us all, I think. I mean, look at his dad. Those genes must have come from my mum somewhere, yeah, so just like golden syrup's been scrapping traditions, they've got rid of the tin, they brought in the squeegee bottle. Harry is also scrapping traditions, and he's taken the name Enda, which I think shows. I think it's great courage to do it, and it's sort of a. I don't know what the word is, but anyway, it's basically Harry, right? Once he sets his mind to it, he will stick to it, and he makes his own decisions, and Harry does what Harry does, and he sets his own standards. But it really shows like proper love and dedication towards Katelyn to accept that and go with it. Which I was quite surprised at because I was really looking forward to calling him Harry above the rest of his life. So I haven't got my last prop because I didn't have time at breakfast to make it. But what goes really well with golden syrup? Toast! That's a really good joke. Toast!
Thank you.
My eyes! I'm a fine, I think it is. I got the leg, are you getting ready? Three more. Hey!
fading horse. Youth's like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever.
ecstatic. I've had him in a very long time. It's been fucking superb. Harry, congratulations. Katelyn, I'm sorry.
Congratulations, Harry and Katelyn. You know I love you. I've had a great time. Your marriage will be sick. Love.
Love you both.
Cheers.
Congratulations! Congratulations, Harry and Katelyn!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Katelyn and Harry. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Love you lots. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Harry and Katelyn.
Congrats, guys.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Harry and Katelyn. Congrats, guys. We love you so much.
Congratulations. We love you more. Congratulations, Harry.
Congratulations. You're the best couple. We love you. We love you.
I love you, Lord. Lots of love to you soon.
Love you.
We love you, love.
I absolutely love you guys. I love you so much.
Like I said before, your head to the stars, but your heart is the I love you too.
Watching you today, especially the first time, so commented on how beautiful and delightful it feels.
From the day you knocked on our door,
Here we are now.
with a
Bottle of champagne.
Just
keep going.
Hello, Katelyn and Harry. I hope this video reaches you guys. You two are my favourite people. I have two sisters in my life, and tonight you are one of my two favourite sisters.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
like a lovesick crackhead. What you got, boy, is hard to find. I think about it all the time. I'm all strung out, my heart is fried. I just can't get you off my mind. 'Cause your love is my drug. Your love is my drug. I don't care what people say, the rush is worth the price I pay. I get so high when you're with me, but crash and crave you regularly. Hey, so I got a question. Do you wanna have a slumber party in my basement? Do I make your heart beat like an 808 drum? Is my love your drug? Your drug? Your drug?